Okay, this is a breakup working. So, story goes, I have a client and she wants back with her ex. There's a woman in the way, and we want to break the connection and, leave the roads open so that he can come back to her. Uh, I will say also, I have a divorce working coming up uh, either tomorrow or the following day. I don't do divorce spells lightly because uh, it's one of those things. I don't judge, with a lot of regard, with regards to a lot of the spells I do. I don't judge, but uh, when it comes to marriage, divorce, and stuff like that, I scrutinize everything. But this spell's different because the couple in question are they're actually married, and she wants out, and she wants to rather than walk out, she wants to do it the magical way, which can be done. But with regards to breaking up a couple and stuff that are married, I really do scrutinize the case because at the end of the day, even though it's a vow before, God or whatever, it's still, it's still a vow, and you have to take that seriously. But so it's just to let you know that I do those workings, but I will really scrutinize it before I actually agree to it. I'm sure a lot of people take them on at the drop of a hat, but no, not me. I will really look into the case first. Anyway, enough of me. I have two pictures back to back. Make sure that they don't face each other because you don't want that. We want them to disagree, so it's back to back. I've got the petition that basically is in the present tense that they're not together anymore. It is all over. I put a nail through their photograph or her photograph, or I normally use little blackthorn pins, but I've ran out. But you could use a nail like so, and I'm just folding it away from me so that I can fit it into this jar. So this is brown vinegar that I've poured in here. So I've downgraded these jars because I'm getting more of them in the in the graveyard. I want to keep things, glass and stuff. It's getting very very bulky and stuff. So I can get a lot more of these squeezed into places, hidey holes in the graveyard, crossroads, whatever. So it's just to let you know that. Piece of useless information. But anyway, so this is going in here. I'll put it the other way. And I'm going to put some lemon juice, if I can open this damn thing. Oh, you could use fresh. Either or, it's no problem. So this spell is a little bit different because I am using, now be careful if you are going to use any of these ingredients. Everything here is kind of toxic. So I have in this bowl, I have rat poison, I have sulfur, I have black salt, and cat and dog hair. Let's see, what else? So yeah, this is highly toxic, and I'm going to pour it into the vinegar and lemon juice mix. So do your best to. I should be wearing gloves actually as well, but I'm not. I'm going to take a cleansing bath after this. So this will make their relationship extremely toxic because we're calling on sympathetic magic. We're using sympathetic magic here. So I better get that cleaned up some way later, but not to worry at the moment. 9 little rusty nails going in. 3 razor blades. If you can get these ones. For me, these were quite hard to get, so I bought them in bulk. And when I shake this jar, these razors will cut through the photographs and cut through the names. And again, it's sympathetic magic. So cutting through the relationship, cutting through the ties that they have, cutting through any happiness they have. That's what that symbolizes. This is separation oil. I filled this jar up quite high. I normally don't do that, but not to worry. War water for arguments. Okay, a little bit of control oil because we want to get full control. Okay, and I need graveyard dirt just to end everything, if that makes sense. Graveyard dirt really does finalize things, so I really do need to get this bag filled up. Okay, so I have quite a bit in there. Some hate oil. Okay, and we use vinegar obviously to sour the relationship, along with the lemon juice to sour the relationship. You could add in a bit of black pepper if you don't have any of the bits and pieces that I have added. If you don't have sulfur or anything along those lines, you could always add in a little bit of you could add in some, like I said, black pepper. That's black mustard seeds. That's to cause a bit of discord between the two of them, to get them arguing and fighting and all the rest. Destruction powder. This stuff is really potent, and I've had very good results with breakups recently. I did a spell a while ago, and the couple in question finalized the breakup. I've had a lot of really good results, actually. I need to update my community section because I'm bad at that. I've had quite a few good results with regards to bits and pieces that I've put on YouTube and sent out privately. I know I don't have any. I can smell this. It's gross. I know I don't have any specific like Facebook page or anything along those lines. People keep asking me about websites. I don't have any of that at the moment. I started this YouTube channel as a place to store spell work for myself a few years ago. And because I was practicing for quite a few years actually prior to that, and the channel grew to my surprise, to my shock and surprise, it grew, and people started asking for work and stuff, and I did provide like readings locally and stuff. So it just took off from there, to be honest with you. But yeah, as I was saying, I did have a website, but it looked really terrible. I designed it myself, and I'm not that good at things like that, so it wasn't great. I will, for the incoming year, I will definitely get something sorted. Just make something a bit more, professional, that people can go to at a glance to see what they're looking at. Because at the end of the day, I guess, anything's to be a little bit more professional, if you know what I mean. And I'd like to revamp everything and stuff, but it's finding a bit of time to do that. So I just have to dedicate the time. But anyway, getting back to this, I'm going to be working on this evening, and I'll probably work on it for quite a while afterwards. So I'm going to put in some cayenne powder. Again, that raises the heat, causes arguments, all that kind of stuff. We're probably getting to the point where we don't need anything else. Yeah, it's probably enough. Do I have any left? Let's see. I have a little bit of breakup powder. Suppose I have breakup oil. There we go. So I just want to push a bit of intent into this, and pop the lid on it, and I will be shaking this up for probably a full 21 days. And I will be burning a black taper on that, like this one. This one is, I lit this for the Holy Death. So I like the big ones, to be honest with you. I'll probably notch it down over 5 nights or so. Depends. I can usually sit for a good 10-15 minutes every night with that. And that's me pushing in commands like, you're not a couple anymore. It's over. You hate each other. You can't stand the sight of each other. It's that's the way I work things. I would say you can't stand each other. You can't be in the same room together. You're always arguing. You're always fighting. You've split up. I try and keep it in the positive tense, to be honest with you. So I would say it's over. There's no going back. Moved on. He can't stand you. He can't stand the look of you, and things like that. I hope that's making sense. Just to sort of say that will, that causes a ripple, on the astral plane, if that's making sense. So it will draw in the results that we want. Like I said, I can't give a definite timeline as to how long this will take. Depends on how they're getting along at the moment. A lot of folks say to me that they notice after a spell that they think the couple is getting close together, and then boom, everything is, they tell me, this happens actually quite often. Oh, they seem to be getting closer. To me, it's like you see this facade on social media where they're all like lovey-dovey and stuff, and then just out of the blue, it's like that. It's over. So to me, things do get better before they get worse, and there also has to be a bond to break, if that makes sense. So two people, if you're asking a spirit to break a bond, they have to become a bond. There has to be a bond to be broken. So that's the way I look at it. So if that makes sense. It's just my stroke on things. I do think things get better before they get worse. That's definitely how I see things. I hope the client doesn't mind me saying this. I will talk very cryptically, but I had a client approach me with regards to a love spell, and she's a very nice client. Very, very nice client. She's one of my favorite clients, actually. And she is very keen on this man, and he was with this woman, but two of us were discussing it, and something didn't feel right with regards to him and this girl. And then they went abroad, and they were in a relationship on social media, and everything was going good and stuff. And, and then just completely out of the blue, he's back home, and the relationship status on social media has changed and stuff. So it can tell you a lot of things, that getting along better. Don't go by that. Don't lose hope over that. That's the moral of the story. Don't lose hope over that. When people lose hope, you're drawing a line underneath the spell work. That client in particular, she has a lot of faith in magic, and she really, really understands how magic works, I think. And I think that's what's standing, her well, is serving her well. I think the fact that she knows that if she waits, things will happen, if that makes sense. It's only a matter of time, I think, before he comes to her, because it's progressing as we go along. Yeah, it's taken a bit of time to do that, but if that's the person you want to be with, isn't that person worth the time? A lot of people's downfalls is the fact that they want things instantly. And I'm not going to go into that because I cover this in every video. They want that instant fix, that instant, and it doesn't work that way. And I tell people that it doesn't work like that, and they don't like it. But if you want to go and pay someone to lie to you, that's not on me. So, but anyway, better get back to this. So that will go on Holy Death's altar with a black taper candle. I'll be shaking that up, and we'll see how things go. Again, like I said, I can't give a timeline, but keeping in your mind's eye, seeing the two people walking away from each other, that is a really good way to think and stuff. Don't pine over the person. Don't worry about when it's going to happen. Just keep your mind totally focused and stuff. See you and him together, whatever your situation may be. See the two of you together in love, enjoying life. Use all the five senses. Hug, kiss, embrace. Feel it. What does it feel like? and that's like the law of attraction, and you will draw everything towards you. So I'm going to read cards, so I will be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So we're looking at a few cards with regards to, first of all, how they're getting along. 1 second. Okay, righty ho. So there's something that needs to be told, or something needs to come out into the open. That book tells me that. So I'm thinking someone has a lot of secrets with regards to these two. I'm talking about the couple in question. There's a secret that needs to come out. There's a snake beside the tower, which would imply someone is very underhand and very negative, who's causing a lot of discord between the two of them. I don't think they're in a good place at the moment, actually. And I think he is going to make a decision with regards to this relationship. The tower tells me that there's discord with regards to the female. That female is the snake. And I think there's something he's not telling her, or something that you'll hear, or something. I think it's more something that he's withholding from her, or she's withholding from him, if that's making sense. But I think it's going to be what probably will destroy them, if that makes sense. Again, this is reaffirming that they're having difficulties. Happiness is an uphill struggle via that mountain, and then they've got the clouds on the other side of it, so it's not good. I think they're having a lot of difficulties. That's what I keep saying to people. Like I said before, you can put on the biggest show, but behind closed doors it's a different story. You know what I mean? A lot of people, I find that they're very swayed by what they see on social media, so I wouldn't buy into that too much, if you know what I mean. I think at the end of the day, you need to be able to look past that and look deeper, because I think social media is really for the benefit of others, all tied up. So that could either be them or you. Don't get yourself tied up into a nervous wreck. Don't let it get to that point. And then we've got healer of the ages. So let your body heal, and your mind, soul, all that heal, because you need that time to heal. Thinking woman. So again, just relax and don't give it too much thought. Patience. So don't stress too much about when it's all going to fall into place and stuff. Know it will fall into place, but just don't worry about how and when. That's the main thing. And the final card is happy family. So if you give it everything and don't tie yourself up in knots, and be patient, let the healing process start. Happy family is the outcome. So like I said, nothing is ever impossible. Just bear that in mind. The key is not to focus too much. Do your little visualizations. Let them feel that. Send them out love, and he will soon tire of this woman. I think they're having difficulties as it is, and I'm sure he'll start reminiscing about how good life was before her. So just allow that to happen, and don't fall for any drama either. Stay well away from that sort of thing. That's what I say to clients. I should probably say it. Try to avoid any arguments, confrontation, anything that's going to cause drama, because at the end of the day, you don't need that, and it'll only push in more resentment. And once there's too much of that, it's hard to turn that situation around. So just to let you know that. So that's really it. That's work is progressing nicely. Also, I have a few work-ins on the way. There's a divorce working very soon, actually. That's the next one up on the channel. Like I said, I think I mentioned before, it's a divorce between a couple. What else have I got? A few different bits and pieces. And like I said, for the new year, I really do intend to work my way through some of the obscure spirits of the Goetia. I want to delve into all that and experience the different vibrations that they and the different characteristics, if that makes sense. I just want to jump into all that craziness and see what I can pick up. I did do that many, many, many years ago, but it's a long time, and I think I documented it. I'm going back a long time, but I can't find any of my notes. I think I lost them in the house move a while ago. But anyway, what else do I have to say? I'll try and catch up with all my messages. I have quite a few people waiting on replies, so apologies for that. Do give me up to about 48 hours, 72 at the most, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I know it's coming up to Christmas very soon, and a lot of people are waiting to hear back from me, so I'll get in touch with you as soon as I can. That's really it at the moment. I do plan I go live before Christmas. I'm not certain what day, but I think I will give it a shot. I don't know whether anyone will come on and listen to me warbling on. But like I said, I was thinking about coming on to do some just random card draws. If anyone's interested in that, feel free. Using the Oracle, maybe the Lenormand, I don't know. I'm thinking more the Oracle cards because they're very accurate. I like the Oracle cards, to be honest with you. It's amazing what these cards can pick up on. You can't have secrets with cards like these. But anyways, thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. You're welcome to like, share, and subscribe. Actually, if you could possibly subscribe, because I'm getting messages from people. I'm only noticing them down the line. If you don't subscribe to me and you mention something on the channel, I don't actually see it. So it actually helps me at a glance to if you're subscribed, because then I can see your message a lot quicker. People, I noticed the message the other day, someone looking for help, and the message was sitting for quite a while, and I'm only noticing it now. The person was not a subscriber, so unfortunately I didn't get to that message in time. But anyway, that's about it. I'm going to jog off and have a very good evening.